I think it's very important that this whole acceptance thing, we learn to accept what we get. This is a golden rule, and if we can somehow understand and just use this rule in everything that we do in life, life will really become, I can tell you, life will really become very easy and simple. We somehow believe that we control our lives, but the truth is that we can't control anything. And most of the problems come because of this wrong understanding that we control or we have to control our lives. The three things that we have that are under our control are: number one, our intention; number two, action or our efforts; and number three, prayer. Beyond that, we don't have any control over anything. So, what I mean to say is that we don't have any control over the results of our actions. And this is where the problems come, because when we have intention for something and when we make efforts for something, we want the results to happen in a certain way. So when things happen according to our wish, we are happy, but when they don't, then we get disappointed. We have to understand that we don't know about our future, and um, we don't know whether things that we want are really good for us. And therefore, if we can leave that part to God, and if we can just focus on what we have, the things on which we have control, I think this is the part, this is the thing that we, if we can do, then, as I said, things will become simple. So when you have made your effort for anything in life and you have prayed, then you have to learn to accept what you get. I think this is the most difficult part. You have to learn to accept. So whatever, if you get what you wanted, very good. You are grateful, and as we say Alhamdulillah. And when we don't, then also you be grateful and say Alhamdulillah. This is the difficult part, but this is what you have to cultivate. This is what you have to develop. Because you have to understand that if you don't get what you want, then maybe it was something which is it's something which is not good for you. Maybe it's not the right time for it. And this is the belief that you have to develop, that yes, he knows the best, Allah knows the best for you, and you have to accept what he gives to you, whether it is something which you like or something which you don't like, but you have to learn to accept what he gives with a firm belief that it is good for you. Many times in life, we want something and we don't get it, and later on we realize that it was good that it didn't take place, because we then realize that it was not going to be good for us. So I think the last thing that I want to say on this is that the mistake that we make is that we are always so there are two approaches. One is to be focused on the results. The other is to focus on your efforts. So mostly people are result oriented. So that means result, they focus on the result. So they always want, their eyes are on the result. But if you can change that, and if you can follow the approach of focusing on your efforts, and then things will change, because you'll always focus on your efforts, and if your efforts are good, then the results will be good. But if you are focused only on the results, and if you are not making the right efforts, then obviously the results are not going to be good. See, everyone has a capacity, and everyone has the ability to do certain things. So if you can make sure that you're working to the best of your ability and the best to your capacity, then that's all that you can do, and then the results are going to be good. So just in everything that you do in life, just make sure that you put in your best efforts and to the best of your abilities.